Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm coming to you live with Tech Tuesdays with Trina. Coming in a little late today. I had a very important meeting at 10 o'clock with one of my funding agencies and had to clear up some reports that I had done. So that was very important. But I still showed up for you guys. And of course, this is always recorded and saved to our Facebook Live page. So you can view it at any time. And we will return, obviously, next week at 10 a.m. at our regularly scheduled time period. And tomorrow is Wednesday's webinars for women. And that's going to be very exciting because I'm talking about our circle of success, where we are going into our second session of branding. And we've got so many additional modules to that circle of success. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about this project that I've created. And I think it's a great time in my life to actually create it because I'm older and wiser, and I've got so much that I have experience in my professional, personal, and career life that I can share it and just throw out some wisdom. And I try to deliver my wisdom from a different perspective than what what you generally are exposed to when you do a workshop or any kind of webinar of this type of subject. So very excited. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. For that. I believe we're in our fourth episode. So again, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can do all the previous episodes. And you definitely want to get the workbook that goes with the broadcast. So, it's all interactive. It works together and you'll have a great finished product at the end. And I also want to make an announcement that I just signed up for the professional version of Zoom. I was using Zoom for different kinds of resources, different kinds of meetings. I use Google Meets. I use them all. I like them all for different reasons. But I just picked up Zoom. Zoom is got a special going on, and you might want to go to zoom.com and check it out and see what the paid version is, because you get a lot of different information. And the reason I bring that to you is because I just developed a new not a new platform, but a new resource for people who are unemployed, whether it be unemployed in your, as a business owner or unemployed as a career or working for someone. And it's called our Virtual Career Development Group. And it's designed to do, and that's why I purchased Zoom, because I've been actually attending a lot of very informative and beneficial workshops of my own, just, to stay relevant in my industry. And as you all know, we have access to the DMV area, and they're always doing things on a grander scale than anything that you may find in New Jersey. And so I've been a part of some of these platforms and these meetings on a weekly basis. And I always love taking all of my knowledge and experience and pairing it up with something that I've learned about and making my own thing. So that's what I've done with the Virtual Career Development program group that we're going to be hosting. I believe it's tonight at 6. Let me just make sure. I think we're doing that. We already got a couple of signups as well, so I'm excited about that. I sent out a big email blast to see who would be interested in it, and I did get a good response from it. So if you are interested and you'd like to join us, it is tonight at 6 p.m. and it is invitation only. So send me your email address, and I will be glad to add you to the email address. We can have a maximum, I think, of 100 people on the call. But we're not looking to do anything like that. But I like Zoom because you can put people into groups, and you can just do these different activities that just empower you and network. You're networking. It's just a great event. Also tonight at 7 p.m. we will be attending a virtual career development happy hour, which I'm excited to see how that works. And once I see how that works, I'm going to be wanting to do one hosted by myself and Rick. So very excited about that. So I wanted to make sure, and we usually do these kinds of announcements on our Thursday show, which is Thursday's Business and Career Tips. Rick and I hosted, and we also talk about what's new in the news and what's going on. So, but I want to give you a heads up because these events are tonight. So one is at 6 p.m. and one is at 7 p.m. If you're interested, just give us a call, 609-484-9356, and I will. Let me just get that banner up there. I will definitely send you the information so that you can go get access to it, and send you the link. All this stuff is free. Anything that we do, the only thing that I don't do that has an expense to it is, let's say you attend one of my broadcasts and you want to receive one-on-one coaching, or you want to take one of the paid classes. Not only do we give you a discount, but that's the only time there's a fee. And I like to cover material in these free broadcasts that will give you enough to get started. But if you're the person that needs additional help, obviously, there's a fee associated with that. But as you've been watching, you'll see that all of these broadcasts are totally, we give deliverables. When you walk away from this 30-minute segment, you have got the information that you need to get started. And that is my brand. That is my motto. Give a person enough to do it on their own. And only, work with the people that, in terms of getting money, are those people that need the additional help. So most people want to, nickel and dime me from the door. Everything has got a cost to it. That's not who I am. I like to give you enough to get you started. If you need additional help and you need more resources and access to different, platforms or any of that, then that's when you start. And that's any company. You're going to pay for those kinds of services. They won't be free because they're not free to me. All right, so let's get started. Last week we did Google. Well, before we get started, we have to do our regular. There we go. Do invest in yourself. Do learn new skills. Do be empathetic, and do help others. That is our message for every event that we do, because it's so important that you help other people to help yourself. And that's what I want you to take away from this statement. When you help everybody else, you're also helping yourself. When you help everybody else and you get help yourself, that is the key to the success of anything that you want to do or get in life. Because if you don't help other people get to where they're going, how can you expect someone to help you get to where you're going? That's my message. Always will be. All right, last week we talked about the, what is Google, all the features, the little history on Google, all the actual platforms that are contained in that Google platform. I love it. I really do. I'm not trying to, increase the stock margins for Google. Do we have Google stock, Lamar? Yeah, we own Google stock. Our family, we have our stock wizard, which is my son Lamar, and he does all that portfolio for not only our generation, his generation, but even our grandson, who is only 11 years old. He has a stock portfolio was at $3,000, and he understands how to read, the stock market, dividends, and everything associated with that world. So he's being taught at an early age, which is something that we didn't do for our son, because it was a unreachable industry. They made it so difficult for you to even get the knowledge to figure out how to do it. I remember Rick and I took a class back in the early 80s or late 80s to learn how to do it, because we knew, it was an opportunity to make money. And the class was a disaster. It never, materialized. And you could never just go find information. Well, with today's technology, not only can you find out what's going on with the stock market, you can create your own account. We even have this account called what? Stash. And if a stock is $1,000, you can only you could buy part of the stock for like $20. whatever, whatever you can afford to spend. You can still be a part of the game. You can still be in the game because, they got all these different options available. So get your kids involved in it. Get yourself involved in it. That is one of the biggest tech tips I can give you today, is to check out the stock market and do your due diligence, do your homework, and just get in the game. In fact, there's a workshop provided by Operation Hope where they will, if you take the class, you can get a free stock in some of the penny stocks. They'll give it to you. They'll give you the money to buy it. So check out Operation Hope. It's all over the country. They have chapters all over the country where you can go and find out more information about the stock market itself, and of course, become a part of it, because they do this whole financial literacy component, which is a great thing. I'm a part of it on Thursday evenings, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, with teaching them the technology portion so that they can actually know how to do stock, start a business, fix their credit report. So it's a nice program to check out. All right, so I wanted to take you into another look at a part of Google Suite, and that's going to be, and I'm going to share my screen and do my whole screen so you'll see a little funny thing going on for a minute, but that's okay. All right, so here we go. We actually did the Google Calendar, and I showed you how you can go into Calendar and create. I just can't tell you how great this calendar platform is, and the fact that it allows you to keep track of your appointments, keeps you organized. Organization in any platform is not only being organized in terms of your personal life, but your professional life and your business world. And so let's go over to this is my main one, so it's kind of convoluted with all kinds of things on there. I'll show you my other calendar. That's less, there you go. It's less congested there. We talked about how you create it. You just click on the date. So this is the 8th, and we wanted to create something on the 9th. You just click on that actual date on the calendar. You add your title, and you actually can invite and get your guests there. You can set the time. You can set the reminders. You can let them know what the location is. But this is what I'm going to go over today, where you can add Google Meet video conferencing to your meeting, which is so cool. And I really wanted to kind of check this out to see if I could do it simultaneously with StreamYard. But at any rate, you click on there and then you add your event. We're going to go with an event that we already did. Let's go with the 15th. So there we have it. So when you send out your email invite, your Google invite, this is what that person is going to see. We talked about last week how you can put the agenda in there. You can attach the files, all of that. And this is actually, it's so cool. It's so organized. It's just very user-friendly. And all you have to do is take a few minutes and set it all up. And if it's a repeated event, you can just set it up to repeat every single week, monthly, quarterly, whatever you choose. And all that's done in the time area. So let's see here where we've actually said that we're going to use this. This event is going to also have a Google meeting attached to it. So that's why in this invite, you see the date, the time, the name, who's been invited, all the things that I discussed last week. So if you click on join Google Meet, I'm going to see if that actually comes up. And it does. You can see me. And I'm excited about that because I thought it would conflict with my StreamYard. And this is good to know that it doesn't. So you see me. And I'm going to click join now. And I can actually just join the meeting and wait for my participants to actually come in. Now, Rick, can you go to your invite and join the meeting for me, Mr. Bird? No, you follow God. And I'll show you how he joins the meeting. You can join too, Lamar, if you want. You want me to send you? Oh, you got me on mute. Okay, sorry. So I should have had this set up, but I just thought of it. I didn't think I'd be able to show you this. I can also share my screen, my presentation screen, while I'm in Google Meet. So if you have a presentation, you can actually show it. And it's a 1031, Rick. You see it?
No, it's not up yet.
All right. While we wait to see Rick join, I can actually do my entire screen or window just like I do in StreamYard with this broadcast, and I can show you my screen. So I'm going to go with my entire screen, and then I can share it. And you'll see within this window that I'm actually presenting. And then I can actually open up. This is my virtual career development support group, and you'll be able to see that. So imagine, it's free. You don't have to spend any money. It's all interactive, and I'm actually on my StreamYard platform as well as on the Google, so there's no conflict. That's a really cool thing to be able to do. And I can actually do my meeting, go through my presentation slides, or if I'm showing you how to do something in Microsoft Word or Excel, I can share that. It just happens to be PowerPoint. So if I wanted to go in here and, start building my presentation for tonight, I can show you how I'm actually doing it. And now let's say you've done this, which we have a situation right now, and Rick is trying to get in and he can't. So here is my meeting. And what I'm going to do is send him over an invite.
Did you?
Get to the right calendar so I can make sure you're in. Because see, I explained last week that if you have more than one Google email address, you have more than one calendar. And so when you send that invite over, like here, I have to send it from the correct Google Calendar because it'll give you a different code and you'll be on another platform meeting opposed to the one you should be. So right now, what I'm going to do is send Rick a quick email as a reminder to attend meeting. And I give him a little quick message. I'm going to click on send. And once he receives that, he's in the same room. And it just told me that it was landed in his email. So he'll go to his email and he will open it up. And I will go back to my Google Meet.
Okay, let's go.
He just got it. So I'll go back to my Google Meet. Yeah, and then I'm going to invite you.
No, I got the presentation.
Oh, so you already joined. You're already in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, mute yourself, Rick. And you should be able to come in.
I see the presentation, but I don't see you.
Mute your mute. All right, let me turn it down. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen while I'm in, and it could be that you don't have that. Are you on someone else's platform right now?
No.
All right, there we go. And it says that you left the meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, come back in and see if we can get you in. And I wanted this to go a little smooth, but
no, I haven't received any of your alerts.
All right, did you click on your email? You might have gone into the wrong one. Check your most current email that I just sent you.
Okay, it comes in. And this is September 15th. This is all current. It says up here.
Yeah, September 15th.
Yeah, nothing up top.
September 8th.
Look.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. But anyway, had this worked, yeah, go top to September 8th.
September 8th. All I have is appointments for September 15th. That's all I have. You sent that and attended the reminder for the 15th. 11 o'clock.
Well, refresh because I just sent you one. Let me do it again. So you have a person that can't get to you. You just send them again. And
Did you look at?
checking your email at bird.rick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just sent it to you again. Email sent. So,
Okay.
check your email and you should be able to see.
Let's push refresh. Okay, came up.
All right, cool.
Now it says meeting.
So go to your meeting, click on it.
Okay. And then go to Google Meet.
And I'll go back to my meet. And I'm glad this is happening in a way because then you can get to see how you have to navigate your way through these kinds of things so that you all right, Rick is in there. All right, there we have it.
I see you twice.
Yeah, because I'm on both of them. So there we have it. So now you got Rick and he's on the screen. You can see him. All right. Now I can actually do the meeting. I can change my format in the way that I want it to be full screen, or I can make here where I can have them all as a group. All right. Then I can change it to the layout to be where they're in full screen with the spotlight. And I could also set it to auto so that as the person talks or I wanted them to see it, they could be tiled. So now that we have it, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to Rick as I brought him in. And go ahead and leave out of there, go back to my StreamYard. And that shows you just how easy it is for you to be able to use Google Meets. So let's recap that again because we're winding down on our time. So let's recap it again. You go over to your I'll screen share again so everyone can see it. First step you have to do is go to your email. When you get to your email, that's where you're going to find your calendar. So you go to your 9 dots, you click on calendar. And in that calendar, you'll be able to not only see your list of appointments that you already have, but you'll also be able to create a new appointment and schedule a webinar at the same time. Again, you just click on the date that you want. You double click, and then you'll add your title. You add your time, the day, all of that. Add Google Meet conferencing at the time you set it up, because then what happens is when the person receives that invite for the event, they'll see this link here that says join with Google Meet. And it'll have all the people that you actually invited to your event. And you can actually turn this off so that people don't see the other people who are coming. So you don't have to let everyone, expose everyone's email addresses out. You can just click on the button and I'll show you where that is. You go to the month. Let's go here and click on. Oh, come on. So we'll double click. We'll go new. And when we go to add guests, let's say we add Bird, Rick. All right. When you go down to permissions, you can click on invite others, see guest list. You can turn that off. If you turn that off, you can also set it as the default if you never want anybody to see your invitation list. And some people don't like you, they want to come to your event, but they don't want everybody else to be exposed to their email address. So that's where you would set this default and turn it off. All right. You can give them access to modify the event, but you would turn that off if you don't want to. And the only thing that I would leave on is to be able to invite others, because if it's a free event, you want as many people to be exposed to it as possible, and you can leave that wide open, and then they can actually forward that email invitation to friends or family or whomever they want. You also have a couple of more options in here where you can, do the repeat, as I said, put in your description. So you can have your whole agenda in there. So when you get ready to do the Google meeting, you don't have to do anything except click on it. You're already prepared. So my point being, you would not set this invitation up until everything has been organized and you know exactly what you're doing, who you're going to invite, the time, the date, the name of the event, as well as a description of what the event's about. I usually use it as my agenda. And then here you can attach any file that you want from anywhere on your computer. It could be in your Google Drive, or you can upload it right from your computer, which would be anywhere, any file on any device, anywhere. All right. There you have it, Google Meets. I can't tell you, it's all free. Why wouldn't you want to use it? It's like it's like the ice cream on the cake. You definitely want to be able to host your meetings, organize with the content, the detail. You want to make sure that all your invitations go out in a timely manner. You also, more importantly, want to make sure that you send those reminders. So people, they're busy. They're doing a lot of different things. And you want them to not only remember the meeting, but you want to remind them as well. And you can send as many as you would like out. I have about 4. I'll send one 2 days before or 1 day before. And on the day of the event, I'll send out like a morning reminder, and then 2 hours before and an hour before. So there's no reason why you wouldn't know that this event is taking place. And, you'll get the information that I've attached to that invite, all of the necessary documents that you would need for that meeting. So I can't tell you how important Google Suite is. It's all free. If you don't have a Google email address, you should get it now, because you don't know what's coming down the pike. It may eventually be something that, we have to now start paying for. And it's just so important that you are in with today's current technology, because it's just it's not going away. It's not like the pandemic is going to stop in a few months or by the end of the year or the middle of next year, and then we're never going to use this digital stuff again. It is here to stay. It's exciting. It's also interactive and innovating. I mean, you just save so much time in using these different types of platforms to get your job done, to get business, to communicate with people. I mean, Google is just the best. I love Zoom. I'm waiting for Google to add on more features to their Google Meets to be in comparison or comparable to the Zoom, the free conference call, and Microsoft Teams. I know they're working on it. And eventually they'll probably start to, want you to pay. But Google's always been a lot less expensive than anybody. I mean, everybody knows who they are and what they represent. But they are a company that is innovative and has always provided these resources to the consumer for free, like Google Suites with their Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides. I mean, all of these are free and they're comparable and equal to Microsoft products. So how could you go wrong? So get on board, tell your friends, tell your family, give us a call if you got questions. We'll guide you through listening to tech tips every Tuesday at 10 a.m. is, enough to get you started, because next week we're going to go into showing you how we use the Google Sheet, and we will eventually hit every single one. It's like 12, 15 apps. So we're going to be showing you how to use them all. So all you got to do is tune into this show, and you won't have to spend a dime to learn how to do it. And I have to say, Google has these great webinars or videos on YouTube. Perfectly good, orchestrated, can teach you as well. So if you don't get everything from what we're doing, you can actually go over to YouTube and get more valuable information. So I'm a minute over, and I got to step on out because I got a couple of things to do. And in preparation for my 12 o'clock training I have to do, and then our 6 o'clock virtual. Don't forget tonight's virtual career development group. That's for anybody that wants to just get some tips on building or expanding their career, or changing their career because they're unemployed. It's just going to be great resources to you available in this group meeting. Anybody can attend, but you have to have an invitation. So email me at the number. Call me at the number on the screen, or email me at the address bird.trina@gmail.com, and I'll send you the invite. And that'll be a Zoom invite. So definitely contact me, and you'll be a part of this. I think it's going to be exciting, as well as very educational, and provide a deliverable at each and every one of the meetings that you attend. And also, don't forget 7 o'clock tonight. There's our virtual career development mixer. So that's going to be fun. So contact me to get that link as well. It's a Zoom link, and it's invitation only through sending over your email address. So without further ado, I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I will see you tomorrow for Wednesday's Women Webinars, where we will be discussing our circle of success in branding, personal and professional and business branding. So you want to tune in for that. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Bye-bye.